First of all, two things. Unlike most financial planners, everything I talk about, I actually do. There are a lot of financial planning people out there who are telling you to do something and they don't even do it. I read something recently that 85% of mutual fund managers don't invest in the mutual funds that they actually manage, which is kind of frightening. So I want to tell you up front, this is no sales pitch. Everything I'm telling you is basically what I do with my own life. The next thing I want to tell you then is, well, if this is what he does with his own life, what exactly is he doing and do I want to follow it? The answer is yeah. This stuff actually works. And I've done very, very well for myself over the last 5 years. And it's really starting to grow exponentially and it's really, really exciting. And I want you to be on the same train that I am. So a little bit about me. I'm a lawyer. I have an MBA in finance. I have a master's of entrepreneurship, a master's in commercial real estate law. What else do I have? I have an associate's in computer science. I have a PhD in psychology. I'm a certified project management professional. If you do a Google search for me, you can find a heck of a lot more about me. Let's dive into the INVESTOR acronym. The I stands for two words or two sections. The first is intellectual property. What does that mean? It means anything that comes from your head. Could be a script, could be a book, could be a invention. It could be a trademark for a company. Anything that comes from your head that you can make money with. Next is insurance. You're thinking, well, how can I make money with insurance? You're making money with insurance by not losing your money. Time and time again, people invest and get things going with their businesses, with their real estate, with anything, even your stock market. And yes, there are ways to invest in insurance for your stock market portfolio. You need insurance so that when something bad happens, and I guarantee you it will, you're not wiped out. Next is N, your never touch fund. This is probably the most important one. Rich Dad, Poor Dad talks about wealth is measured in time. How long can you survive if you lose your source of income? Most people, they say in America, have 2 weeks worth of savings. That's horribly scary. You need 3 to 6 months saved up, if not more. Part of the Never Touch Fund includes precious metals such as gold, silver, platinum. We'll talk about that later if you decide to work with me. Next, I.N.V.E.S.T.O.R, venture capital. This is any money that you are investing in something risky. If you invest $20,000 into Microsoft, that's not really risky. You're not going to lose your money unless there's a real huge travesty at Microsoft. But let's say $20,000 invested in your friend's new restaurant down the street. That could either take off like a rocket and you will triple your investment in 4 months, or it goes belly up like most restaurants do and you lose everything. So there's that risk reward, but some of your portfolio should be invested in venture capital pursuits. I.N.V.E., education. Constantly reading, constantly learning. I have some books here. If nothing else from this video, read these 4 books. Rich Dad, Poor Dad. If you haven't read it, you're an idiot. Read it. 2, The Case for Gold. You need gold. This book will teach you why. Next, The Richest Man in Babylon, one of the greatest financial books ever written that most people have not heard of. Read it. Finally, the book Trust. This is written by me. It's the finest book on how to raise money for risky projects. The Trust, it's another acronym. Trust stands for track record, rate of return, unique investment opportunities, sales and systems, and a team. If you're missing any one of these, you will not raise money. If you've got all 5, people will be fighting to give you money. Keep studying and learning more. I.N.V.E.S. stock market. I don't know how anyone is not invested in the stock market these days because it's so easy with all of the apps. You can buy fractional shares at $1. You can buy $1 of Google. If you can't afford $1 of Google per week, again, something wrong with you, not the world. But the stock market includes a lot. I include cryptocurrency in the stock market category, even though it's probably more closely akin to venture capital. But that's a whole other story. But the stock market is not just buying stocks, it's buying index funds. You can look into mutual funds. Covered calls, which is a form of options. There are iron condors. iron butterflies, a whole bunch of different strategies that you can use to make money. And for those crazy people, you can go on margin. I also do some day trading. I don't put a lot in there, but it's fun and I'm doing okay. I.N.V.E.S.T. Treasuries. Treasury bonds, treasury bills, treasury notes. What's a treasury? You're buying debt in a foreign government or your own government if you're an American buying U.S. treasuries. This is also part of the Never Touch Fund because it's essentially just a little bit of a savings account. It's the safest investment in the world, they say, buying U.S. treasuries. If you don't have some, bad decision. I.N.V.E.S.T.O. Your own business. 90% of millionaires in America have made their millions from their own business. A lot of people will say, well, no, a lot of it's from real estate. Guys, what is real estate but your own business? If you're buying houses and flipping them, it's still your own business. 90% of people are getting their money from their own business. You need to start your own businesses. I said your own businesses, plural. I'll talk about that more later. Finally, the R. I alluded to that a moment ago, real estate. Whether it's buying and flipping, whether it's buying and holding and selling when there's appreciation, or it's buying, holding, and renting, great. And there's long-term and short-term rentals. You need to get involved with all of these. So now you know the basic acronym. But the question I know you have is, well, what the heck is this guy talking about? How can he be good at all these? How can he talk about all of them? Surely he's not involved with all of them. The answer is, yeah, I am involved with all of them and I make money from all of them. I want to go through step by step very quickly to give you a little bit of confidence and to put my money where my mouth is. Intellectual property. I just showed you. This is one of my books. Go look on Amazon. I've got 10, 12, I don't know how many books. I get royalties from them every quarter. I'm working on a book now called I.N.V.E.S.T.O.R. Maybe by the time you're watching this video, that video is already live. Intellectual property. Insurance. I've got everything. You got life insurance, you got property insurance, blah, blah, blah. I.N. Never Touch Fund. Got more than 6 months of living expenses saved up. And it's what's allowing me to be a lot more flexible with everything that I do because I don't need a job. If I get fired or if I quit, doesn't matter because I got money to pay for everything. You need to too. I.N.V. Venture Capital. Part of venture capital, as I mentioned, is alternative investments. I've invested in so many of them. And I give little bits of money here and there to people who are starting businesses. If you've got a business idea, let me know. Maybe I can be a part of it. I.N.V.E. Education. I'm constantly learning. You see how many degrees I have? I'm constantly trying to get more certifications. Right now, I'm studying for this. Look. The A+ certification. I'm a web developer. I'm working on an A+. Then I'm going to do Security Plus, Network Plus, Pen Tester Plus, all that. Next, I.N.V.E.S. Stock market. A lot of money invested in the stock market, and I love doing covered calls. As I mentioned, I have my day trading account. It's growing. And there's one place that you should invest that's pretty much a sure thing. And I'd love to share that with you. You end up working with me. I.N.V.E.S.T. Treasury Direct. You can go to treasurydirect.gov and get started yourself. And I recommend you do. I.N.V.E.S.T.O. Your own business. I got so many businesses. One of them is this financial planning practice. I have my law practice. I run 2 not-for-profits, one of which is breakdiving.io. The link is in the description and you should come check it out. It's my worldwide, global, close-knit personal growth community. We are a community of winners. If you want to talk to other people like me, like you, come join us. It's free to join and we would love to have you. I also run a real estate company with my mom. We have long-term and short-term rentals in Florida and in Maine. And it's going really well and hoping to keep on growing that. I have my film production company, Locodon Films LLC, and also Maine Horror Film LP. You can check out the film You Can't Kill Stephen King. It's on Amazon. You can find it on YouTube Movies, on IMDb. It's got some good reviews. It's also got some bad reviews. But hey, all publicity is good publicity. I.N.V.E.S.T.O. I.N.V.E.S.T.O.R, the real estate. I kind of already mentioned that. My mom and I own numerous rental properties together. We started about 3 years ago, and we started in South Beach, and we bought a vacation rental up in Maine, and things are going really well, and we can't wait to get to the next one. And it's just another part of the investor system. The key for you to remember is I'm not focusing on any one in particular, because that's a disaster. Anyone who focuses on just one, maybe you'll be in the 5% where everything goes swimmingly. But 95% of you are going to run into some major problem or some major setback or some major disappointment or some major economic fallout, and it's going to destroy everything you've been working towards. So how do I help my clients? I help my clients by putting together this investor system for their particular circumstances. I'm not going to say just focus on the stock market. I'm not going to say, hey, go get insurance. That's it. I'm not going to say you need to get into short-term rentals. No, I'm not going to say, oh, you need to start your own business. I'm going to say you need to do all of this stuff. Maybe you don't do all of it, but the more of these techniques you can put into action, the better. For some of you, maybe this video is just enough inspiration to get you started on your own. If so, awesome. Give it a like, give it a share, give me a nice comment, subscribe to my channel. But for those of you who want my help, I will help you put together all of this. And the beautiful thing is that I am a lawyer. I have a PhD in psychology. I understand how the mind works, the psychology of money, behavioral finance. I understand real estate. Not only have degrees in it, but I'm actively doing it. Not only buying, selling, negotiating, but managing, marketing, renting. My own businesses. I've got so many of them, and they're working. They're doing well. It's exciting. And I want you to be a part of all this as well, but not riding my coattails. I want you to ride your own coattails. I want other people to ride your coattails, because I can help you very quickly, very systematically, very efficiently. Your financial life and your entire life in general will never be the same after you work with me. Because I kind of feel like life dreams are dependent on a firm financial foundation first. If you're struggling to pay the rent and you've got your minimum wage job and you've got credit cards, you can't go after your dream of being an actor. You can't go after your dream of becoming a pilot. You can't go on a world tour of Africa and Europe and Asia. None of that stuff can happen if your financial life is a mess. So that's what I do at monroemannfinancialplan.com. That's one of the URLs. You can also go to investlikeaninvestor.com. Both go to the same website. monroemannfinancialplan.com, invest like an investor. I want you to have the Monroe Mann financial plan, and I want you to invest like an investor. Because life is too short, and I know you got dreams. I know you got big dreams. And I know they are not happening as fast as you would like. And for any of you who are wondering, why is he wearing a wrinkled shirt? The answer is on the screen. Good now is better than perfect never. So many people have things that they want to do, and they keep delaying it because the conditions aren't perfect. I don't have the perfect outfit. I don't have the perfect time. Oh, my hair is not in perfect shape. I don't have the perfect backdrop. Look at my backdrop. This is my apartment here in South Beach, in Miami Beach. Got my surfboard, paddleboard, my paddles for the kayak. And there's a door in the background. Who cares? This is a great financial lesson you need to know. Good now is better than perfect never. Oh, I don't want to invest just $1 in Microsoft a week. That's lame. Guess what? If you invest $1 a week for a year, you'll have $52 of Microsoft stock. And that's a heck of a lot more than you have right now if you don't have any investment experience. Get off your ass, stop being lazy, and put into action what I'm talking about. Eventually, you'll be able to buy my book, Investor. Until that book is out, hire me. 3 to 6 hours working with me will change your life. You will love it, 100%, and we'll put together a personalized plan for you. So thank you so much. Again, please click like, please share the video, please leave a comment. If you have any specific questions, feel free to leave them in the comments and I'll try to respond. Subscribe to my channel. I'm going to be posting a bunch more of these investor videos over the course of time. Sometimes it'll be once a week, sometimes it'll be once a year. I don't know, but I'm going to keep going. I'd love you to be a part of this journey. And as a reminder, please visit breakdiving.io as well. If you want to be a part of an incredible community of people who are trying to change the world, that's a cool group to be a part of. Thank you, everyone. Boom. From Captain Monroe Mann, U.S. Army. That's actually true. I used to be in the Army, spent a year in Iraq. Yet another reason to work with Monroe Mann. The crowd goes wild. By the way, either my personality attracts you or it completely turns you off. But that's another lesson for you, for life. I was reading a book about running for office once. It said, be a Republican, be a Democrat, don't run as an independent. These days, I'm not really sure if that makes sense. But the argument was, if you're a Republican or a Democrat, people generally know what you stand for in summary form. If you're an independent, you're fighting an uphill battle to try to explain to people who you are and what you stand for. So my personality is the way it is intentionally. I could easily be very boring on here and go, hello, today we're going to be talking about financial planning. And I'm going to talk to you about my investor system, which is really going to power charge your life. I don't think that's going to work. I'd rather attract the people who think my personality kicks ass and turn away those of you who think that I'm a whack job. Because in some ways I am. I'm an actor. All actors are crazy. We're crazy. Remember the website, MonroeMannFinancialPlan.com, InvestLikeAnInvestor.com, and my final call to action, sign up. Set up a time to work with me. Thanks for watching. Hope you have a great day. Go kick ass this year. Whatever year it is that you're watching this video, no matter how many months you have left till the end of the year, make them count. Go kick ass. Make all your dreams come true. Romp on.